Hello everyone, the trading card collector here with more Dragon Ball cards. I am opening today a box of the new set recently released Dragon Ball Phantom cards. So this just came out this past week. There's actually been two new sets being released this past week, this being one of them. This is a more traditional CCG, so there's going to be like a big box with like 12, 13 packs, including the box topper. As opposed to another one that also came out recently, which is a set called Langu, which does come. I did open a few boxes already. The other one comes in individual boxes like so, and they are metal cards. So they're metal cards that they come on mag top loaders like that one. So you have just one card per box, but it is a full metal card, and it looks like this. You can get a bunch of different varieties. It looks like those. I've already opened quite a few of those. I did make a video. I'm pretty sure I would have uploaded it on YouTube by the time I post this one. But I have not uploaded one yet with the new Phantom card set, so I'm going to do that. I did buy a few cases of this because I think it's going to be a pretty good one. I saw the card list, and I do know the company Phantom Cards. They do make some decent products. And I got the card list, and it looked pretty cool. So I'm going to open this one from a fresh case. This is the first box from one case that I open because I do sell these on the Whatnot stream for live auctions and live streams and live openings. So this one I do have a number that's 26 because normally a case has like 36. What I normally do is I would do like a quick write down of all the different numbers that we have in the case and all the different redemptions that you can get. And I will let people choose. So because this one is 26, what I'm going to do is just make sure I scratch that one off, so that when we open some of these in the Whatnot stream, I will just show that and people can choose whichever box they want. So that one is 26. Also, as you can see, there's a bunch of redeems in this set. This set does have like a binder, a frame, a figurine, and a Lego. It does have quite a few redeems for a Dragon Ball set. This is uncommon. The frame is really cool. It's a big image of some of Toriyama's work. The one for this case is not actually Dragon Ball. It is from Chrono Trigger, if you're familiar with the old Super Nintendo game, which is one of the best JRPGs ever released. But there is a bunch of free designs for all of those redeems. So for the frame, for the Lego, and for the minifigurine, all of them have different designs. I think the binder is the only one that only has one design. I can show it to you in a second, as soon as I'm done opening this one. And I'm also a big Lego fan, so I really like that they have a Lego as a redeem here. The Lego actually I have right here. So that is it's a Bardock. It's a Bardock Lego. It's completely disassembled, but even has a plate. The figurine for this case is actually Blue Gogeta, right there. We have that figurine. The frame, let me just show it here real quick. So the frame, we have this big image of Chrono Trigger, and it does have like a Dragon Ball logo there on the bottom, but again, it is not Dragon Ball. And then we have like the Akira Toriyama signature right there. So those are all redeems, and then of course we do have the binder, which is this one. This is it has basically just Goku, all the variations of Goku in the front, and in the back it has like an old school promo image. I had actually seen this image before, way back then. So this is from like the Cell saga. It was a promo image. I don't know where it was used, but I had seen that image before. It's a pretty cool one. But okay, so here we have brand new box. This is the first box I'm opening here of Phantom cards for Dragon Ball. So that's a pretty cool Goku Frieza image right there. That is a very popular image. You see this particular image on many cards, and even in the TCG game, you see a bunch of those. All right, not a lot going on here. They don't have separators or anything. So we have a Blue Gogeta right there. What I'm going to assume that is the box topper, and then it should be like 12 packs. 12 packs, yes. So I had the 12 packs and the box topper. So as always, we're going to do the box topper last, best for last. And now let's take a look. This should be a usual standard configuration, 2 packs, 2 cards per pack. So let's go. Okay, we're starting with not quite a manga, but this one is a tankobon cover, right? So this is one of the covers from Dragon Ball Super, from the new tankobons. The tankobons are the thick volumes that they release in Japan. I don't know if they also call them tankobons in English, but all right. So that's a pretty cool image. It is a manga cover. Has very cool holo foil treatment, and then then we have a masked Vegeta, masked Saiyan. SR. This is from Dragon Ball, from Super Dragon Ball Heroes. And this is going to be the base tier, right? So this is going to be your SRs. So you can see the base tier. Very, very cool, very shiny. Even the back. Look at that back. Even the back is super loopy. There's a masked Saiyan Vegeta. And this one, this is not going to be the core set. That is a JR06. Different back as well. So this does remind me of the Akira set, and also there's actually a Goku back there. That's pretty cool. So they have the Goku right there in the back, different colors for different varieties, of course. The Goku does remain. Alright, so we have 1 manga cover so far. But I know they do have proper manga cards, as in black and white as well. I do not know how infrequent those are, though. I also know that this set does have a lot of serialized cards. SSR, so that's going to be probably the second rarity tier. We have a Trunks with blue hair, not purple as it should be, because they updated that to blue. And oh, this one looks different. This one has a, this is not an SR. I think this is going to be an SR, but this one has a grainy back. This might be the puzzle piece. The puzzle piece in this set is like a big Shenron image. But, ooh, dang, look at that refraction in the back going on there. Very, very detailed on that one. Alright, so we have an SSR. Oh, I didn't notice this one is also multi-layered. So there is a frame. The frame is in a different layer here, and the trunks is sunk inside. So they're like 2 layers. There's like the base cardboard and then the frame around. So that is the SSR, which I'm going to assume those are going to be like 1 per box. And this, let's say this is a puzzle piece. That is a puzzle piece, yes. So it looks like this puzzle doesn't really have anything in the back. Some sets do use the back to have like some manga images, or maybe like a black and white image of the puzzle, or something else. This one is just going to be a logo. But yeah, the puzzle, 9 cards, and you're going to have a big headshot of Shenron, essentially. So put that there. And let's do the next one, which I'm assuming should include an SR now. Oh, another one of these with the Videl. SSR with Videl. Videl, whose name is basically Devil, spelled backwards because she is the daughter of Mr. Satan. And there's another SSR, which means we have the different levels there. This image, if you recall, it's when Gohan was teaching her how to fly. And this is the first time she does manage to levitate a little bit in the manga. I didn't notice before, they have like, you know, the swirls around here. They do have that holo effect right there as well. Of course, Trunks has a lot more going on with his back. But lots and lots of detail on that one. That's pretty cool. And ooh, that is a cool one. XR Goku. An image taken from his fight against Vegeta when he's doing the Kaioken. Mr. Kaito's attack. Hence the red color, because that was the telltale sign. XR08. No levels on this one, just a very cool Goku image. So pretty good distribution so far. I'm surprised we got 2 of those. I was thinking this would be a... Because when you have multiple layers, those cards are just, in theory, should be more expensive to make, right? So tend to assume that those are going to be 1 per box. Ooh, another one of the manga ones. Goku versus Tao Pai Pai. Tao Pai Pai. And here we have Upa in the back. And the, and of course our red ribbon leaders. That's cool, and that is the sign of Goku. That is a kanji for sun. Okay, so this is another one of those. That looks really cool. And that is a manga image, it's just been colored. But this is not a cover of any tankobon. This would be like a promo art or the cover of like the splash page of any given episode. But I have not seen this on the manga, so I think this is just like either a composite or like some promo art. We have two of those, and now, ooh, there we go, like a proper manga card. Also from the Red Ribbon. This one is the splash page, or like the first page of one of the manga episodes when Goku is obviously going to the Red Ribbon Army. Those episodes, those chapters, as they were being released on Shonen Jump, each one of them would have like a, the chapter cover. And this is one of those for the Red Ribbon. Cool. That one's like a manga-ish card. Not manga-ish, that's a proper manga panel. And here we have some colorized manga. So this two I really like. I think the manga art tends to be really cool. So far, what I assumed was the core set, which is this. We've only seen one of those. Another one of these, but that is a dupe. That is very unfortunate that within the same box we got two of those. And another manga one. This one is also one of those first pages from a chapter, although the background has been colorized. Actually, the back do not think it belongs to that image. So the part that is in color was not part of this original manga cover, I believe. But that is a BR. This one's like a reddish orange in the back. Two of those. And then, of course, I'm going to assume this is exactly the same, which it is. But yeah, we got two of those. Alright, let's take a look at the next pack. Oh, well, man, this is going to be the core set and the GRs. GRs for the core set. This one is also one of those covers like episode, first page, intro page from the first martial art tournament, Jackie Chun and Goku, who's of course Muten Roshi in disguise. And another manga one, black and white manga, Muten Roshi riding a capsule called Vespa. And yeah, the background here, as you can see, is exactly the same as the other one. So the color background, that background, it looks like it's like a dinosaur because we see the spikes over there. That background is obviously not part of this image either. I don't know why they chose that particular background. It seems a bit weird. Like this one doesn't have it. Actually, I stand corrected. It does. It's just like the panel is overimposed, but it does have. No, that's a different one. I mean, it has like some foliage there, but that's a different back for sure. But all right, so we have those, and here's the Muten Roshi, and here is the manga chapter cover, JR, Goku and Jackie Chun. So I think we've done half. Yeah, we've done exactly half. Only got one of those, so I was incorrect in my assumption. That was the base set, I believe. So let's take a look at what we have on the second half of the box. Mr. Satan and his doggy. This is a new rarity, RS16. And we have another SR with trunks. See here, he has purple hair, as he should, not blue. But I'm going to, okay, maybe that is a courtier, we'll see. And Mr. Satan, this one is an RS, that is new. We have not seen this writer yet. And that back looks pretty awesome too. Mr. Satan, it's meh, but that looks like it could be a good tier. Okay, so let's see if now we start getting a bunch more of these SRs on the second half. But I am glad that we're not getting, because many sets for this, they just have like one base set per pack and then the other one is something else. This one is clearly not that, because we already got a bunch of those, two of those, a bunch of those, one of those. So clearly there's good distribution here. Golden Frieza RS number 2, same as the Mr. Satan. And another SR with regular Frieza. That is regular Freezer as he is about to destroy Namek, or attempt to destroy Namek, when he's fed up with Goku. And so, fuck it, I'm gonna destroy this planet. I can breathe in space, Science can't. So this fight is over. Krillin RS. I would assume that this is the second rated tier, and then SRs, which is this is the first one. But yeah, so this is essentially, that is the core set, right? SRs. And it's a pretty cool image. So here you have your Tenshin Han, and still very thick cards, so very cool details on those. And that is like the purple back. Another one of those. But we also got four of these, which are very, very cool. Let's go to the next one. We have 3 left, and the box topper. 3 left, including this one. Oh, the newspaper. Yes, I did see those. I do think this is one per box. Newspaper, which is, oh, that's interesting because it is a blurb in English. I'm going to assume that is exactly the same blurb on every single one of these. The headline is in Chinese, as is that text. That is not Japanese. But here we have the news event card. Oh my fuck, that's a lot of text. It is the same text that starts in the front. I'm just going to assume it doesn't end. Besides, it's like Goku and Vegeta. Oops, sorry, I bumped into the camera there. That is a lot of text, but hey, it's like a newspaper card, right? So it does make sense. It is also slightly thicker than the rest. I don't know if you can see it. Like, these cards are thick enough as they are, the standard ones, but this feels a bit thicker. And oh, I didn't notice, this one is also multi-layered. So the actual picture is sunk, that's why it's thicker. So, okay, so it does have like another layer on top. So there are 2 layers on this one, and the picture is on the base. So let's put that there. And we have another one of these manga ones. Yeah, these are all like promo art that would use at the beginning of the normal chapters during the regular publication, which then many international publishers used as their own version of their respective manga covers. Okay, 2 packs left. It's another newspaper, so I do stand corrected. This is not a 1 per box. It's going to be a 2 per box. SS, but yeah, the text is exactly the same. And here we have, yeah, it is sunk, just like the other one. Same text in the back. And another one of these manga panels. A lot of these, I think most of them were from the original Dragon Ball. Now we go towards the end of Dragon Ball Z with the Majin Buu saga. Gohan and Buu. 2 newspapers, and here we have the final regular booster. I think I feel another newspaper here. I do. 3 per pack. Look at that. Vegeta and Gohan on Namek, when Vegeta was gathering the Namek Dragon Balls. And Gohan, that is a Dragon Ball that the great elder of Namek had. He gave it to Gohan. He was flying back to reunite with Krillin, and Vegeta found him. And here we have, yeah, a lot of these are from the original Dragon Ball. This is from like chapter 5 or 6. Actually, not that early, but it's from the early chapters when we are introduced to Chi-Chi, Goku's wife, and Gyuma in the Fire Mountain, Goku's father, and of course Yamcha and Poor over there as well, who were sort of the villains at the time. Alright, so that is it for all the regular boosters. Let's take a quick count. So we have 4 of those. Really like those. We have three of these RS, 1 XR, 3 newspapers, 1 puzzle piece, 2 of these multi-level ones. We got a Videl and a Trunks. And I guess this, or maybe the manga ones, are the ones we got the most of. No, that's also 4 SRs. And the black and white manga, this is the ones we got 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 of these. 6 of these. Which would make that the base set. which is pretty cool. Alright, I am pausing the video for a little bit so that we can take a look at the flyer. This is the flyer, the card list. It's my first time trying to do one of these video things in one of these YouTube, so please bear with me if there's anything that looks a bit wonky. So here is the card list, and again I do have this on the Discord channel. This is on the linked on the description if you want to join. So I always put all those card lists on the Discord channel. There's a section dedicated to flyers, and there's like I don't know how many. There's a lot of them. Must be close to like 50 or 60 by now. But all right, so here we have Phantom cards from Dragon Ball. This is the set that we're opening, and let's take a look at what we have here in the flyer. So starting with these SSPs, these I've actually already seen some of these. These are like the signature card. As you can see, they do have like a little signature there. Obviously not from any of the actors here. These are box toppers. These are serialized cards. They are very, very thick, and they actually look pretty cool in real life. Then we have these manga, the black and white manga ones. This is the most common set. So this is what we would call the base set. So you can see there's only 12 of them. Pretty easy to put together a full set. And I have already seen all of this because you're going to get 4 or 5 of this on every box. So a few boxes is going to net you already a full set of those. Then we have the prop cards, another 10 cards here. Some boxes have 0 of these prop cards. Some boxes have like 2 or 3. It is weird. I opened like 10 boxes and I did not see a single one of these, and then I opened like another one. There were like 3 of those inside. So the distribution here is a bit wonky as well. But yeah, this is a prop cards. They don't have any characters, just some of the devices. Then the LRs or the IRs. Very cool ones. They sort of look like a black and white samurai poster-ish. Again, I did open a bunch of these boxes with 0 of these, and then some of the boxes have 3 of them. Only 8, so that's easy to put together. The Versus cards, 10 of those. We have opened a few of these already. It is interesting how some of those do not make a lot of sense. We have Beerus and Captain Ginyu here from the Special Forces from Frieza. But they're pretty cool. These are regular booster box cards, not box toppers. These are some tickets. Here we have some tickets, and these are actually lenticular tickets, which I didn't even notice at first. There's like a slight lenticular variation on the mouth, so the mouth will be like open and close. So for a lenticular card, not a lot of difference here, but they are lenticular tickets. We have the puzzle. The puzzle is just a full Shenron. 18 of these newspaper ones. You will also get a bunch of these in every box, 3 or 4 per box. And they're pretty cool. But the text, when you look at the newspaper, there's a bunch of text in the back as well. It is the same text across the board. So we have more of those. We're going into box toppers now. This is a particular box topper set that does not have a serial number. They're still pretty cool and pretty thick. Another box topper. This is not a box topper. I don't think this is a box topper. This 15. They do have like some transparency on those panels that you see on the right. So you have one character, and then that character and a bunch of images like animation cells here on the right. But I don't believe those are box toppers. PRs, these are definitely box toppers. 8 of those. They are serialized as well. They look really, really good in person. I don't have one to show you, or I would. The Dragon Balls, the QR, 7 of those for the 7 Dragon Balls, also serialized, also box toppers. The RS are regular cards on regular boosters. We get a bunch of those. SARs, this might be my favorite. Only 6 of those, also serialized. They are very glass-like. They have different layers, but they do have like an acrylic cover, so you cannot fill those. But you can, of these 6 of those, 4 of those are Yongoku, so they're pretty cool. SURs, 8 of these are the booklets. The booklets also a serialized box topper. So this is a booklet that it just unfolds. It unfolds, and then you have it's black on the side. So when you open this pack, you will have like a black booklet. It then unfolds, and you see these characters from all the different universes. Here we have a few more tickets, GPs. So this is more tickets for the series. And there should be more cards here. FRs. I am not sure if I actually seen one of these, so I can't really comment on this state. The SSRs, you will probably get at least one of these on every box, sometimes two. These have several different layers as well. The frame is coming out on the outside. And let's see, the XR cards. You will most likely get at least one of these in every box, sometimes two, sometimes three. The LR, these are very thick cards. They also have like a silver border, but they are for the special forces, except some of them, as you can see. So we have Bardock here, and it's a Saginio, so that is obviously incorrect. Not the most common ones. I think in about half a case, maybe I've seen two of those. NR, these are going to be patch cards. So you have the little patch with the little logo. It's like a piece of cloth. Have not seen one of these yet. Most likely those are going to be box toppers. Oops, sorry, I just went ahead. The MP ones also have not seen one of these in person, so I cannot comment. The SRs are one of the base sets as well. You will get a few of those, like a couple, 3 or 4 per card. These are very more tickets. This set does have a fair amount of tickets. Here we have some golden tickets. I have seen a couple of those. Non-serialized tickets. And let's see what else. The ZR. These are also regular booster box cards. Pretty cool. The VR ones, this is a box topper. It is a serial card. I have seen a couple of these. And then the JRs. The JRs are probably my favorite in this set. They are a base tier card. 18 of those, as you can see here. 18 of those. And these are all either manga covers or tankable covers or chapter covers, right? So when you have a new episode in Shonen Jump, when you had them back in the day, then a lot of them would just have like an opening splash page or so. Most of those are that, except that they've been colorized. Some of them are just from covers from Shonen Jump from back in the day. And it's a lot of Jungkoku. And it's a large set, 18, but you will get a few of these in every box too. And we're going now into some more box topper cards, USRs and the SGs. These are like the white is like heat activated or water activated. So you can just apply either heat or liquid, and then it will just unveil the rest of the image. I don't think, obviously we have a bunch of women here in swimsuits. I do think they're wearing a swimsuit underneath. I haven't checked though. The YRs, these are also regular box top, not box toppers, booster boxes. Booster boxes cards, very thick. They do have the same frame, all of them, and then like a different like sketch image right in the middle. Very cool ones. TRs, have not seen a single one yet. I cannot comment, but as you can see, very, very large set, very big set. But the sets are not particularly big. So it's a lot of it's going to be pretty easy to complete. We have more tickets here for the YG. And I think that's probably it. And yeah, we have here the redemptions. Redemptions, as per usual, some of these have redemptions that you have to buy a bunch of cases. Like this is a Trunks statue. You have to buy 20 cases for that. And then you have this Shenron with the Dragon Balls and Oolong for 15 cases. You have to buy 15 cases to get one of those. 10 cases if you want to frame with those 9 special box topper cards. 5 cases if you want the special frame with all the like seaside picture cards. With 3 cases, you get one of those frames also with box toppers. And then with 1 case, the 4 things that I warranty with every single case, which I already showed in the video. So we have a framed poster here. Some of them have signatures, some of them don't. There's a bunch of different posters here. We have a statue, a different statue, 4 of them available. We have a binder, and then we have the Lego minifig. Here's a Vegeta. All right, so that's the card list. So now let's just resume the video and go back to unboxing. And then of course we have a box topper. Where do I put it with a box topper? That's right here. The box topper, this set, I don't know if I mentioned, it does have a lot of serialized cards. Many serial cards. So I don't know if we're going to pull one, but that's like 2 out of 3. This is probably going to be a serial because look at that border. We haven't, of course, seen a redemption. So the redemption I don't know if it comes in a special pack or is going to utilize one of these. But that one is, it is not a serial. I stand corrected. That is not a serial card. But you know, that when you see that board, that normally indicates a serialized one. Ooh, look at that. Dragon Ball Power. This is like also multi-layered. We have an SS4, Goku and Vegeta right there, and Omega Shenron, Jiren, and SS3 Goku and Agogeta right there. Very, very surprised this one is not a serial card. But that looks pretty awesome. And this actual design structure kind of reminds me of a Transformers logo, which is weird. Alright, and this is the YR number 12. So there's quite a few of this. YR number 12. So I'm of course going to sleeve all of these, but this one I'm going to sleeve right away. But yeah, that is the full box. So again, this is the Phantom Cards set. It just came out this month. I only got this a couple of days ago. 12 packs plus box topper. Pretty cool box. I do like the image here on the inside of the Goku Frieza. Very, very cool. That's the Fighters of Universe 7. I do feel like they could have just do something here, but hey, you know, you have your 12 packs, who cares? I think it's a pretty cool set, right? And I do like you get a lot of variation on the different cards. So we don't get 12 cards from the base set. So the base set, it's like the One Piece kebab, right? So the base set, all of these that you see here, except for the box topper, is basically the base set. You just get a bunch of this, a bunch of them on every single box, which is pretty cool. There's only one, we only got one of, which is this one. The XR. This is the only one within the box of which you only get one copy of that. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. So again, all of these are available on my Whatnot shop if you want to buy and open some online. I organize shows on a weekly basis, so feel free to drop in. And of course, we have the Discord channel. There's like 500 people on the Discord already. It's a very large community. And it's awesome because everyone just collects cards and talks nerd, right, which is the common language. So I hope you like the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already and hit that like button. Thank you. Hope to see you next time.